Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So you may know or recognize this location from my last candle video that I am going to be doing an update on my unofficial candle project. So this isn't really like a thing, but I'm trying to work on these without like making it anything too official or stressful. But I wanted to give an update because it's been about a month, I think, since I started this project. Basically what I did is I just went through my candle collection and I pulled out everything that was like spring summer. I marked them all, which we'll talk about, and then I kind of just have been going about my business for the last month. So there's some things I have found, I've reorganized and kind of like rethought about things. I've remarked where I've gotten through, and I just want to kind of like take you through my thought process. This is kind of just like a brain dump, if you will, about my candle stash. Like that's kind of what the last one is, but it's gonna be like that again. So I have some single wicks that I didn't ever really mark. I'm actually burning strawberry pound cake single wick on the kitchen stove right now, and I didn't want to move it. So I've done that one probably the most for the single wicks. I also have the vanilla bean. This one I've actually probably done the most. It's a decent way down. It's, you know, single wicks, what do you do? I find the single wicks tend to correct themselves, but if they don't like pull all the way down, I'll either make them into melts or like put them in a crock. I'll do something, but these ones are hard to mark because they don't like burn super evenly. And then have mahogany vanilla, which same thing, I didn't burn or like mark them. Like this one, it'd be hard to mark because it looks like on the outside, besides this little hole, that nothing has happened. And this one's got quite the like little mushroom going on, which makes the wick so short. So I'll try to trim that in the best way possible without like totally killing the wick. And then I also pulled out this one because my idea was the vanilla bean and the strawberry pound cake I can kind of rotate in the kitchen area because they're more like bakery-esque. And then these two I figured would be good for the bathroom. So the mahogany vanilla. And then I was gifted this one for our wedding. It's from Target. It's Citrus Sunset. It came in a little like 3-pack, but it's so tiny. I'm like, this would be like the perfect bathroom candle because there's a small area. I don't love the scent. It's tangerine and goji berry, but that's like kind of nice for the bathroom because I have to imagine it's not the strongest, but I don't know because I haven't burned it yet. So that's like my bathroom set aside there. And then have some that I haven't worked on. So what I'm actually going to do is put them back away into my candle stash because I just recently reorganized it. I feel like I have some room, and I also don't want to just like keep these out here because I haven't started them. I don't want to like burn them one time necessarily and then put them away. However, I guess I'll just see how I feel because I'm not opposed to putting away like a somewhat burned candle. I'm not like that crazy about putting back half burned candles because as I went through my candle stash, I did find some burned candles. So I was like, you know what? I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about like, I can't put anything away before it's all the way down. Like whatever, it's still fine. It's just burned. So coconut shortbread, I've burned one of these, but since I have two, I'm gonna put this one back. And then also, I haven't started on my key lime macaron. These ones are from Homeworks. So I haven't started on that one. I really should because I feel like I had these right at the end of last summer. If I don't work on it this summer, but candles last quite a while, I feel like. So those ones I'm a little bit conflicted on. The coconut shortbread I feel like I could use more like longer in the year because it's kind of just bakery, but it does have a bit of that lemon, but it's pretty sweet versus just like straight up lemon. So these next four I also haven't worked on. So kiwi passion fruit, this is not started. I do believe these are all from the spring of 2021. They say 2020 for like the pour date, but I'm sure I didn't buy this like 3/32. That wouldn't have been fast enough to get a candle day. These had to have been like springtime, right? So I'm thinking they're from spring 2021. So even if I burn them next spring, yeah, because this one's like 102. So like the one means it was poured in 2021 on the 12th day, so like January 12th. This is Tiki Beach, unburned still. I do love all these, and I think that's why I haven't burned them yet, because I'm like savoring them. Kiwi Starfruit Cooler. I know this one's back for this summer, which is like almost over at Bath & Body Works, but yeah, this one's also 2021. So as long as they're not from like spring 2020, like I guess I'm fine with it. And then Orange Pineapple Punch, same thing. This was also from 2021. So no, haven't burned any of these. So these ones, since I haven't worked on them, I think I'm just gonna put them back. And then, you know, I guess if I finish up other things and I'm like really craving them, I'll pull them out. But I feel like by the time I get through some of these other summer ones I'm kind of actively working on, I'll want to pull out my fall candles. So, okay, let's talk about the ones I did the crappiest on. So, Pink Apple Punch. This is Crisp Apple Sunkissed Melon Sugar Crystals. And then this is also, I think every single one of these is from last, like spring, summer 2021. So that's why I'm trying to work on them this year. But here's the markings. I literally burned this one time, I'm pretty sure. But the wicks are so tiny and thin. I think it just, like some of these burn really hot. They have like thick wicks. This one, the wicks are so tiny. So like, it's just kind of burns slow. But I think I'm gonna put this wallflower in next. And I do feel that when I have the wallflower of the same scent as the candle in, I have it in the duo plug. So when that one side is on and I have the candle that matches, I like tend to burn that candle. Then when it switches to the other side, I'll like pick a different one. I hope that makes sense, because the duo like goes back and forth between scents. So I'm about to pull out that wallflower. That may make me more inclined to like burn that candle more. I really like the scent of it though. Also basil green tea. Here's the front. Here's this. I burned this once. I love the smell of this on cold. When I burned this, it was so strong that as soon as it like pulled out, I had to put it out. I like was trying to open the windows, but now it's been so hot, like I feel like I can't open the windows. Like I am a person who likes to have airflow in the house, like from an open window. It's just something I've always really enjoyed since I've pretty much moved out on my own. I really love that. So now lately, because it's just been so hot here, which I don't ever remember the past years it being this hot all the time, global warming, whatever. So even when I like wake up on the weekends, and if I want to like light a candle or like open the patio door, it's already like 75, and it's just it's like 75 but not a cool 75. Like it's really humid here and the sun is back there, so it's like the sun hitting the patio window. It's already hot. There's no airflow, like it's not windy. So because of that, I think this is going to potentially turn into like a patio candle, which we don't really have a patio, but if I sit outside and like read my book when it's cooler, I will sometimes put a candle on just for like ambiance. And depending what the notes are, sometimes it does help with the bugs. Like I am burning out there right now the stress relief eucalyptus and tea, and I feel like that does pretty well with like repelling the bugs, and it's a nice scent while I'm out there. Like I feel like the bugs don't fly around and bother me. But this one has fresh picked herbs, refreshing green tea, and a touch of lavender, so it could maybe be decent. But it was so strong in my house, it was like taking over the house. I was like, I can't, it's like making me not feel well. So as soon as it pulled out, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And then Island Daydream. This one I did a little bit better on. So this is Juicy Pineapple, Tangy Mango, Sugarcane, and Coconut Water. This one, once again, has a little bit thicker wicks, but they're clearly mushrooming, as you can tell. I will trim those. Also, this one, it doesn't look like it's very even, like pulled out, but I had this going on my stove, and then we were about to like cook dinner or something, so I put it out, but then I had moved it over to like this table right here, or like coffee bar. And in the process of me like moving it over, which I thought I was being super steady, it kind of created this like edge around to make it look like it didn't burn very even. I'm sure that'll go away the next time I like light it and let it fully cool, because it has to be extremely thin, because it was literally just from like me moving it. I'm sure doing like that type of action. So yeah, that was a little bit funny. Like I feel even it got a little bit higher on the wicks. Like you can tell I moved it, because look how much wax is on those wicks at the base. So whatever. I feel like I did better on this one though than those other two. And then this stack I did the best on. So this is Watermelon Lemonade. And then here is the progress. It's not much on any of these, but I think because I have so many in here, even if I burned one every day, I'd probably have only lit each one of them 2 times. So like, I think taking out these other like 6 will help me on the 10 I'm gonna keep in. So here is what the inside of this one looks like. The wicks are really like curved over. It's fine. I really like this one though. It's Watermelon Ice, Sparkling Water, and Meyer Lemon. This one is really good. I have been enjoying that one. I've done that one a couple times, I think. And then Beachy Keen, this is Fiji White Sand. So I actually have this wallflower going right now, so I feel like that's why I lit this one up more. This one has those like classic wicks, I feel like. Yeah, I didn't know if I showed you the progress. So these are all still pretty full, but I'm working on them. And then this one I did the best on. It's Mango Mai Tai. And I don't know why this one is like the one I chose to really work on. It has those really curved wicks again. But I feel like this one, I just like lit it up and left it going multiple times. So versus the other ones, maybe I lit them, but I didn't keep them going for very long. This one, I distinctly remember like lighting and leaving it for quite a while. So I do at the last one, like the last burn, I don't know if you can tell, but it has this like white ring, yellow ring, and then this darkest yellow ring. The wax is like, whatever. It's like right barely above. And I think in my mind, I was kind of like, so it's right here. I was like, oh, maybe I could like burn it down enough to get right even with this line. I think that was my mentality the last time I burned it, because I just let it go and go and go and go. But it's not like, none of these have gotten like sooty or gross or anything yet, but they are pretty early on in their lives. This one is the farthest down. So I'm feeling pretty good about that one. And I do like the scent, however, it is pretty strong, I will say. Because I'm rolling out like this is a project pan, but since I'm putting some of these other candles back that I haven't touched, I wanted to bring in a bakery scent, and I reorganized all of my candles from like by scent category from oldest to newest. So I wanted a bakery, and my oldest, more like bakery scent was Vanilla Bean Noel in this pretty packaging. So it is completely unburned. It's completely new. It does have those wicks with like the core in the middle, and they're really freaking long right now. I would probably trim these. I'm not entirely positive. I love this scent. I feel like this is an all year scent personally. Also, since I have it right here, maybe I can show you. The Huntington Home Oldie brand vanilla is like the exact same. This is empty because I made these into melts. And I just finished them up, but this is like the same as Vanilla Bean Noel. And I think this is available all year round. But either way, they're all really good regardless. So because this is the oldest, this is from 2020, like winter of 2020, when they had these fancy packaging. So I'll probably still keep this because, well, maybe, even after I burn it, but I will probably not mark the jar just because I really am loving this one. But I figured that I would put this in to have more of a bakery option because right now they're all summery. And so I feel like if I want to do a more bakery wax, I can't pick a candle, which I'm trying to be better about like combining the two of them. And Patricia did leave a comment on my video where I was kind of like asking for advice on how you guys mix things. And Patricia said, sometimes she starts with the candle and then picks the wax because it's easier versus picking a wax and then trying to decide a candle, which has really actually helped me. So I really appreciated that comment. And I feel like I haven't been as worried about it. I've just been like, whatever, if it's a bad mix, I'll just put the candle out or move the candle to a different location. Like, I've kind of taken the pressure off myself that it might not be perfect every time mixing the wax and the candle, but it's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world even if the mix sucks. So I've tried to take that pressure off myself, but I did want to have a more bakery or vanilla based scent. So I am going to put Vanilla Bean Noel into the mix, and then I do have the other Vanilla Bean regular and the Strawberry Pound Cake. So Coconut Palm from Homeworks, this is the last two here. This one, these mushrooms so bad, Homeworks candles, and they just have like the skinniest wicks, but this one, the little mushroom guy fell right off, so I need to fish him out, but I don't want him to go on the floor and track around, so he's gonna hang out there for a while. I don't know if you can tell, I marked it on the inside, but these don't hardly pull out for me like all the way. Like, I don't know if you can tell, I tried to push down the wax a little bit back here to see visually where he was at. I think I only burned this one time because this is like coconut and like driftwood to me. It's coconut milk, Mediterranean palm, sweet vanilla blossom, and sun warm driftwood. Yeah, it's very like woody coconut. It's not like sweet coconut to me. But if I have scents, if I'm doing like maybe a straight up pineapple, I like to do this one because it kind of brings the coconut into it. But if I let it go like a really long time, it starts to get a lot of the driftwood to come out. So it's pretty similar to coconut sandalwood from Bath & Body Works, in my opinion. I'll keep working on this. I guarantee this is not one that I will be finished with by the end of summer, because probably max until the end of August is when I would work on these. And they may get cut off beforehand. So, and then my last one is Coconut Shortbread. This is the one I'm actively working on, so I'm putting the other one back. This one, I've worked on a couple times, but as you can tell, like it doesn't quite pull out. There's my line in the back, but I didn't draw a new line because it's just so hard to actually see where you're at on here. These ones don't have as bad of mushroom tops, only that one kind of does. But look at the sides, like, look at that. I can't spend 4 hours waiting for this to pull out. That's like my whole entire time at home after work on an evening. So like at least the Bath & Body Works ones, after like an hour, unless it's the very first burn, generally like 1 hour, they're pulled out. These ones, you really have to like really watch them till they're close. And even then I'm like at this point, like look at that. But I'm like, I can't wait anymore. I need to put this candle out. So I do believe these will correct themselves. I've had other Homeworks candles. I do have a candle lamp. I can make them into melts. Like, I don't really care about having wax on the side of the candle, but I could see how this would be extremely frustrating for people who care about that. So I do have something coming to me that should hopefully help with that very soon. I'll do a video on that when it arrives. So that is everything that I'm working on in terms of like candles. I don't know. Oh, did want to talk about this. I was talking with Beth. If you guys follow Beth on here, I feel like a lot of you probably do. We're friends and we chat on Instagram. So we were talking because she was helping me with like some mixing things. And I was watching one of her videos and she totally inspired me. I don't know why, but I was just watching her video and it just like hit me with inspiration that I have a warmer at this table, which I kind of use to like work on my more like vendor wax things, or like use these melts, these candle melts up. Like I have the warmer here where I do that because it's just like the best location for it. But this was my last thing of like candle melts. And I was like, you know what? I could put my candle crock here. Because when I'm not, I can just plug in whichever one I'm using, because we also have our Nespresso plugged in here. So I don't want to take up both plugs for my personal business. I'll leave one in the Nespresso and I'll use the other plug. So I moved my candle crock here, and I feel like I could put these candles in here and get some use out of them. Like I haven't used my candle crock in a long time. And I think the reason it was because the last candle crock I had, I blew the power and it fried the candle crock. So like the candle crock wouldn't work anymore. Like it fried the actual electrical in the candle crock, and then it kept tripping the power as well. So I got a new one, which I haven't had any issues with, but I think I'm just freaked out to use it. But I was completely like overusing the power system where I feel like I'm not now. So I feel like I can plug my candle crock back in. But I think if I start using it again, I don't know that I'll put these full candles in there, but I may end up doing that because I really want to get through them. But I think that'll really help me start moving through my candle stash. So Beth really inspired me, not for any particular reason, but she was just talking about using her candle crock, and it just like triggered something in my mind. Like I could start using my candle crock again. So, and it would save me a lot of time from like making things into melt, obviously, and things like that. So that's kind of my plan for the current time. I just kind of like to update you guys about those things. So maybe I'll be back in another month to talk about things. We will see. I'm trying to, like I said, not to put too much pressure on myself with this like candle use up plan that I'm trying to achieve. But I do think talking it through and sharing things with you guys, bouncing ideas off each other, does help me stay more accountable. So that's what I have. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey to wherever we're trying to get to with these stashes. It's just like a big never-ending cycle, but I'm glad you guys are along for the ride. Thank you so much for being like my support team. And I enjoy being yours as well. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.